As always, this is a 100% cotton t-shirt that's been soaked in soda ash for at least 20 minutes and then spun in the washing machine until it's damp. We're going to go ahead and turn this one inside out, even though it isn't an ice dye, so that the proper sides match up. Let's get this inside out. And I'm going to need to mark the center point. It's just kind of eyeballed. Now this is a women's cut, so the sides are not straight. Okay. So let's grab those two middle points. And pull the arms through. Match that up. Alright. Those middle points again. And then match up the back side. Make sure that that lines up pretty well. Now for this design, it needs to be pretty smooth. You don't want any odd folds or wrinkles. Okay. So once we have the shirt. Okay, so I need to make an arc. I was working on a circle. I decided that's not the direction I want to go for this. I really want more of a sweeping arc. So I'm going to take this point right here. Just to get a good visual of making sure that lines up. And then I'm going to extend this by hand. And there's a fair chance this won't be perfect by doing this by hand, but I think it will be close. This one needs to be a little shallower. Okay, that looks about right. Measure this just to see how close it is. Let's go down a little further on this side, a little bit, and then shallow on this side. Okay, that should be right. Alright, so we just accordion fold this and then work from there. So I'm going to start on the side. This one. Right. So touch that up just a little bit. And then we'll lay down the sinew. Okay. I need to mark this off so I know where the rest of the sinew goes. And I'm going to go about 1.5 inches. Now, let's go 1 inch. I know it needs to be touched up, but I need to get the marks in place so I have an idea what I'm working with. I don't think, that looks like the furthest point, and that one won't actually be used. Okay. So, let's push that down. That lined up as well as possible, and I'll work this direction. Just try to keep that straight as much as possible. There's going to be some slip in this. But just do what you can to keep it straight. Okay. And still trying to straighten these up. And one more. That I'm going to tuck in. Try to. I don't have a rubber band small enough, so I'm just going to lightly wind it and then just pull in and tie that off on the end. Okay, So now we just need the other side. Touch this up before I get started. Now, since this curves, it's very difficult to keep these accordions intact. So just do the best you can. I'm actually going to tie back here so I don't have to fight everything the whole time. And then just work back and forth to do the rest of the ties. So pull that. And I have a mess here with my sinew. It actually slipped off the top of the cardboard tube. So now every time I pull it, I'm actually loosening everything. Alright, so where's the next one? The next one's hiding there. There should be one more. Basically going to take a guess. And it's right about there. It's all going to be one color at this point because it's too much to break apart. Yes, and I realize that one's crooked. Okay, so now we'll switch back. Remark this. I'm not quite sure which one of these is correct. Okay. So let's go back to this one. That looks awfully close. So I'm going to let it slip a little to the side. Okay. Put that one. I don't care for that right there, but that's really difficult to fix at this point, and it should be okay. Now this one is off, so I'm going to pull this one loose. Let's cut those two pieces and then evenly divide this. And that it jumbled up quite a bit more than I like. Okay, so cut that loose. And this is what we'll be working with. Off to dye. Alright, for this I'll be using Robin's Egg Blue and Sea Glass, and both of these are mixed up into liquids, and both of those are mixed up at a 50% higher concentration than standard. So let's just start with one. Okay, and once the front side's done, go ahead and flip it over. And then you'll do the opposite. So I'm putting the green on the side that had the blue, and then rotating through. Alright, I'll let this sit, preferably in a warm place, for the next 24 hours or so, and then we'll do the washout. It's been well over 24 hours, so let's do the washout. Alright, so let's take a look. So I'll wash this out.